Well, when we first met, we had quite a dynamic group of people from different backgrounds, but everyone kind of jumped onto this idea that the appliances, household appliances especially, were quite closed. They were not really repairable, and then because of that almost treated as disposable objects. So we thought of, like, this is what we want to tackle, this is what we want to deal with. And the kind of framework or the turning point came when we started to really dive more into the software world and look at how software is developed, especially open source software, and how efficient that model is, that you can have a lot of people from a lot of different physical locations working on the same project, or components of different projects have components shared between totally separate applications, and it's quite efficient and things develop. And the main reason that was able to happen is the tools became available to do that people were networked, so it all became possible. So we started looking as well in the research of what's happening in terms of object production that's along the same lines, that we are at a point now where we start to have similar technologies for objects. So you have personal digital manufacturing and electronics platforms that are quite accessible to a lot of people, and the framework of sharing and developing on those platforms is already existing. So we started really from blank, using that model in quite a basic way to think about how you could treat objects as programmable things. And what led to the objects that we made here is sort of a test case where we started with quite a simple appliance, a fan, and then presented ways that fan could evolve into new and different products as sort of a test case of how this kind of development could go in the future.